Hiya hopefuls, I'm a day late, I'm very sorry. Sam, you mentioned in your most recent video about this decluttering thing that you're doing, and I think it's great, first of all. But also, it explains I was feeling really overwhelmed with my watch later, because basically my method on YouTube is whenever I go on it, I check my subscriptions, I add things to watch later that I'm interested in, and then I work my way through my watch later. However, I've not been on YouTube very much in the last little while. I don't even really know how that's happened. I've just not really found the time. Oh, I know why. It's because of the tennis. And my watch later list was just growing and growing and growing, and I could not understand how this was happening. And I noticed that you were posting a lot. And I was just like, oh, that's interesting. But I didn't put much thought into it until you mentioned that you're doing this declutter challenge, and it's like an actual 30-day challenge where you're trying to upload every day. So first of all, very well done. I'm very impressed, and I've been enjoying watching your videos. And I've now cleared them all except the two most recent ones because you're so quick. But then KATIE-REBEKAH, you mentioned about reading a lot, and I love when I get into, like, it's really rare for me nowadays to get into that like mindset of just smashing out books. I think I had it in April maybe this year. There was definitely 1 month where I flew through books, but I've not really got back into that so far this year. The book I'm currently reading is really getting on my nerves, and so I just want to finish it. I finished the Emily Henry book, did enjoy it. Sam, I'm happy to discuss it in more detail, sort of not on YouTube. Well, also on YouTube, but I just don't want spoilers. But I've got 2.5 hours left of the book that I'm currently listening to, and then I'm not sure whether or not to start Carrie Soto. We've all kind of, we're all being vague about our starting times, which is fine, but I just can't think in my head when to start it, because basically we've all got an end date rather than a start date, and I'm just not sure how long it's going to take me. So we'll see what I do, but I'm definitely ready for the book that I'm currently reading to be done. Again, not really much update on the habits. I've not done a great job. I did go for a run today, so that's a win. But that's not been a very consistent habit, although I am planning from here on in, maybe not running every day because I feel like that's probably too intense, but to run every day more or less that I can, and also that it's not over 25 degrees because the heat wave has been hitting, as KATIE-REBEKAH mentioned. And even today, it was sort of 24, 25 degrees when I went for my run, and I could feel the impact that heat had on me. And I know it's not crazy, but I still feel it. But my habit for this month, even though it's not necessarily a daily habit, is to try and run every opportunity I can rather than just like lazing and, you know, saying, oh, I don't want to go for a run today. I'm not in the mood. So we'll see how that pans out. I'll let you guys know next week. That's all from me. I will see you next week. Bye.